Well, good morning, Sportsfreunde. Check it out. I've only managed to get out on the bike after 3 chuffing months. Blimey, it's been so long. The winter's been properly rubbish here. It's still only 5 degrees today, but it's dry. It's not going to rain. And we might, if we're lucky, get to see a bit of that sunshine. Cheeky! Make a U-turn. What happened there? Did I go wrong? F***ed it up already. Come on, sunshine. Come on, bit more. Yes, that's the ticket. Oh, freezing me tits off. I also wanted to clear up the dates for my UK/Scotland trip on my live stream. Don't know what happened there, but I totally lied. I'm not going on the 27th to UK, I'm actually coming back on the 27th. I think I leave on the 18th. It only clicked into my head because a couple of you asked if I was going to go to the Wild Bad Weekender, which is on the 28th, 29th. And I might have looked into it if I was actually going over on the 27th, but I was messing around with calendar and looking at hotels and dates. I was like, I'm not going on the 27th, I'm coming back on the 27th, so I'm going to miss the that weekend bit. So I just want to let you guys know it's the 18th I head over to Scotland. So. Oh, it is cold. Ooh. I need my heated vest back. The one I had from Rooker, I sent that back. I was supposed to be working with Kais this year. They contacted me, or the German Kais department. And I don't know what happened with that. They wanted to work with me and then decided that I should work with the UK Kais department, not the German one, because my content's obviously in English, to which they agreed, and then never heard from them after that, so a bit disappointing that, but hey ho. If I'm looking at social media, it seems that everybody's keen to get out and seems that everybody's in the same boat with having shite weather. But hopefully spring is on the way. I think from next week, today being Sunday, next week it's looking sunny, so I might be able to get out for some more short blasts. Fortunately, I've got no holiday, no leave over Easter, just the long weekend. I've got some other bits and bobs to do. I would imagine the season is not far from being underway. I'm coming in a different way, actually, to be honest. I did plan a route for this a while ago, but it's not on my sat-nav. I must have taken it off, so I've just bunged in the sort of address and gone, let's have it. But I think I'm coming in from the bottom. Could be wrong though. Here he is. Oh, there's people on it. Bagger. Gosh. Come on, sunshine. Show your face. There she is, there she is. Just soak some of that up. Whew. Dodgy, bumpy road. Should up that one. Bit of off-road, bit of sludge. been a while since I've been up here. I can't exactly remember where I am. To orientate myself. Do the coffee. Can't remember if I mentioned it on my live stream, but for my Scotland trip, I've been busy planning my my daily routes. Properly gone to town on the route planning this year. Unfortunately, I haven't winged anything because I can't remember who it was, but thank you for mentioning it. Said if you're going to do Scotland and a bit of the NC500, my advice would be not to wing it, and that was great advice because there wasn't many hotels. But I have successfully managed to find accommodation for the entire trip, apart from the last 2 days. I've only done up until sort of day 5. I was planning to do day 6 and 7 down at my folks' house, spend a bit of time with the family, which I'm probably still going to do, but probably day 5 or 6. Might do another couple of days sort of inland rather than I'm doing the NC500 in its entirety. A bit worried about driving on the wrong side of the road thing though. It's going to I've not been to UK for a long time, although it does come back to you fairly quick. For those that you don't know, I moved to Germany when I was 17 and I'm now 41. So I've done little driving in the UK, so for me it's weird to drive on the left side of the road. And you don't want to be doing that or driving on the wrong side by mistake on a bike. Could get messy. But I'm most definitely looking forward to spending some alone time in the UK. Pretty much over the last, well, I think since I left, probably at least 15 years, maybe 20 years. Whenever I've gone back to UK, it's always been with the family, with the kids, with the wife. I haven't done it in such a long time just to be on me Todd, just to see a bit of it myself. And Scotland I've not seen a massive amount of. My folks retired 3-4 years ago, because I'm a Southerner from down south, but they moved to Scotland to retire. So obviously been to visit them a couple of times, but never sort of ventured that far out. Went up to Loch Lomond last time. Hired a boat, went out on the loch. But this year I'm going to go full pasty, and I'm seeing as much as I possibly can. And let me tell you, I cannot wait. Most of the time, the first thing I do when I get back to UK is at some point, it happens the first day in general, fried breakfast, full English, because the breakfast in Germany is proper crap. Although you get used to it, it's all this continental nonsense. I need a full English. And then fish and chips followed near after. I think I've even planned some fish and chippies on as lunch stops on one or 2 days of my routes. It's going to be delightful. Drizzle those chips in vinegar and lashings of salt. Oh, can taste it now. No idea if this is actually taking me home, you know. Could be going anywhere. No, I'm not going the right way. That's as if I'm Bad Ernhausen. No, I need to be going a different way. Thanks. Yeah, I've also planned, I mean, there's going to be a lot of riding. It's going to be fairly long days. But I've planned in some lovely sort of sightseeing stops, photograph moments, lunch stops. I think day 1 from Hull to my folks' place is the longest day. I think it's about 500 k's. Thought it was less than that, but looking at the routes the other day, it's about 500 k's. So got to get a bit of a shift on. But I'm going to go up through sort of the Lake District. Well, I'm going to head from Hull across to sort of Leeds, then sort of northwesterly direction towards Lake District, up through the middle of Lake District, round a corner. Oh shit! I think we'll go this way, and then up to up towards Kilmarnock. Irvine is where my folks live. First overnighter there, and then from there we're sort of going north up towards Loch Lomond, past Loch Lomond, and then somewhere around there. Then we'll be picking up the NC500 from day 2, I believe. It's windy as. This year to not ride this thing like a V-twin all the time, and kind of wring its neck a little bit or let it rev out because it sounds awesome. Too much short shifting going on, and I need to let her sing. Just listen to her. Fairly happy that the skill fade hasn't pissed off over winter. Did do a bit of pit biking a few weeks ago. I didn't film it then. Just because most of you don't seem to be interested. A few of you asking in the last couple of videos about this bag. This bag is from Wunderlich, and it mounts beautifully on BMW handlebars. I mean, they only produce products for BMWs, but it will fit on a similar handlebar if it's not much different to a BMW's. But if you were interested in one, then buy it at your own risk. You just have to give it a bash if it'll fit. Very practical. You can get a bit in. It's got all my batteries, a pair of glasses, my wallet. It's just nice sometimes to ride without a tank bag on, although not that I mind a great deal. I don't even mind riding with big tank bags when I'm touring, something to lean on. But sometimes it's nice to ride a bit more naked. It feels naked, and everything's good naked. Now, according to the weatherman, the sun was supposed to be due at 12 o'clock. It's now 1:45, and we've crapped out really. Whoa. Bike's feeling lovely. Whoa. Don't like them tar stripes. The tar snakes. Slippy as. Oh, they're all out there. Bike's feeling fresh and tight. Did have it serviced a few weeks ago. Oh, fucking hell. She's been purring like a Cheshire cat. That's bollocks, more like a roaring lion. Feeling nimble, feeling hot. Some lovely rides to be had down this area. This is the River Weser. Down the bottom here, if you bung a right over into that valley over there, there's some beautiful roads that just sort of handrail this river for miles. And it's you can't give it the pasty or anything. It's quite speed restricted, but it's just nice just to chill out and enjoy the views. Speaking of speeding, I'm speeding. There's a nice cafe somewhere at the top there that I've been up to a few times that overlooks all this, and it looks amazing. At some point, just over there, a few k's down the road, I think that's where I did a few rides with AMC where we came back. Bunged up some dronage that I don't have anymore. A bit gutted that I sold my drone. It'd be nice to have one for Scotland because that's going to be spectacular. I sold my drone here because I couldn't be arsed doing the license. You have to get a license to fly them now here. And with all the restrictions and all the bullshit that sort of comes with it, I couldn't be arsed, so I sold it, but I'm kind of wishing I'd have just done it now. But now they're too expensive. It's about £1,000, I think, €900, $900 for the DJI Mini 3, which looks pretty nice, pretty tasty. But yeah, too much money at the moment. But if you do want to help out with that, not only do I have Patreon, links in the description down below where you can sort of support the channel. My channel is now worthy of the membership, so there's a join button next to the subscribe button. If you fancy it, and if you want to support the channel, click that join button. There are a few perks that you get to becoming sort of a member of the channel. All that sort of stuff helps out. So if you fancy it, give it a bash. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little short ride today.